Hey guys, I know it's been a long time since I've actually been on and made a vlog and posted to YouTube, and I feel like I've abandoned you guys like little kittens in a cardboard box in the alley. But, I'm back, kinda, and not even actually for a vlog this time. I actually got a buddy here with me who is doing a project to teach you about stress. That thing that makes you lose clumps of hair, and then you're in the shower and you see the hair in the drain, and you're like, oh my crap, a Yeti took a shower. And then you look completely bald. So, without further ado, I'm going to cast a magic spell to bring him here. Poof! Hi. As you know, I'm a friend of Jordan's, and I just sort of appeared here. But Jordan has graciously allowed me to come here today to talk to you as a student at Illinois State University. Now, I'm here to talk to you today about stress. Now, it's kind of a weird thing to talk about for some people. I know it's like, it doesn't involve me, but I'm going to tell you it does. I'm going to talk to you not about stress in general, but more about your high school and college age stress type situations, because I'm there right now and I know what you're going through, and I'm going to allow you to know everything that encompasses that sort of area. Cool? Now, you high school and college age teens, for the sake of easiness, we'll use that word, out there that I'm making this video for, I just want you to know that if for some reason you think that you are the only person or one of few people that are actually like stressed out there, I'm going to let you know that you're not. That pretty much everyone gets stressed. Even those people, you're in high school in the hallways and they just like mingle in these groups and they kind of annoy you. They're stressed. Those people that just sort of chill out and they're just sort of laid back, whatever, man, type thing, they're stressed. Okay? Everyone's stressed. Now, I want to tell you about a few of the main reasons why people are stressed. The first one I want to mention is sort of overextending yourself, planning for too many things to happen, or even like multiple things to happen at the same time. I'm guilty of that myself. And you can't get them all done, and you wish you could, and you try, but then your mind just explodes, and it doesn't work. When your mind explodes like that, you just sort of crash, and then you feel like not doing anything. Even things after that you would have meant to done, you could have done, you're just sort of like, not happening. Believe me, I know what you mean. I've been there multiple times, and it's not fun anytime for anyone. And you just sort of gotta like not do that to yourself in the first place. Okay? So don't plan for too many things to happen. If you can, have a set schedule so that things don't happen in too quick of a succession and you don't have multiple things happening at the same time. So that way you also have free time, which is a very good thing. It's also a very good reliever of stress. Stress relieving, key. So the next thing I wanted to mention that causes stress, next main thing, is drama. Now, you don't get as much drama in college, but there's still a little bit in your little friend groups, you know what I mean? Those of you who are in college. And in high school, you definitely get drama. You see it all over the place, your hallways, your classrooms, your little friend groups too, everything. Like, drama all over the place. Drama is high school. So I just want to, first off, just say, for those of you who are part of the drama, why? Why do drama? Doing the drama may be a stress reliever for you. It can also cause stress to other people, and it can actually come back to bite you in multiple ways. People coming back at you with something else, in vengeance or some sort of thing like that. I mean, really, it's just not good for anyone. So, drama, why? Don't get more reasons for stress than just the two I've mentioned, the one I'm about to mention, but I'm keeping it down to these three as sort of main points that pretty much everyone either deals with or knows people who deal with it, or just has seen it in some form. So to go on from there, the third reason for stress, the third underlying cause that I want to touch on is procrastinating. Now, I'm really bad at that myself. Probably shouldn't be one of the people speaking to you about it, but as someone who struggles with it, I'm going to work with you to see if we can both not struggle with it. So, procrastinating, great idea straight off the bat, right? Not really. So, it feels great when you have nothing to do, and then all of a sudden it all piles up on you, and you're like, pulling my hair out, not fun. Okay, you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Let's get this done. Okay? We're going to try not to be the future procrastinators of tomorrow. First thing we got to do in order to not procrastinate is, as soon as you get an assignment, do it. And if it's like super long and you're like, I don't want to do this right now, remember, every single time you don't do your assignment, you're like, you know what I mean? You have to do it eventually. You might as well do it now and have your free time in a little bit. Because then you won't be stressed about having to do it later when you can just do it now. At least do yourself a favor and at least get started on it now. At least get started on it now, because if you don't get started on it now, when are you going to start on it? Tomorrow? The next day? Maybe you'll do it, later tonight. Not too bad. But I'm going to tell you, you got free time right now. You're on YouTube. You have free time. Go do your work now, and then come back and watch videos. Now you may be wondering some of the things that actually happen when you're stressed medically. Now, one of the things that happens is you get mood swings. Some people already have mood swings, I know, but it becomes sort of a stronger mood swing. You may get them more often, that kind of thing. Sort of maybe more of like a bipolar effect without actually being bipolar. Maybe you are bipolar. Who knows? You do. So then you get mood swings. Another thing that happens is you get headaches. Now, you get headaches sometimes. You may not have actually thought that they may be linked to stress. Maybe they're not. Maybe there's something else. Maybe you hate your head. But sometimes they are linked to stress, more often than not, actually. And you may have not realized it, but it's true. And the headaches you get, you won't want to tell anyone, various reasons. Girls, you may not want to be like, my head hurts, and you may not want to be seeming, complaining, is that a word? Is now. So, and then guys, you may not want to seem, weak or whatever because you have a headache and you can't handle it, that kind of thing. Well, of course you can probably handle it, and you may not seem like, you may not need a reason to tell anyone, whatever, it's just a headache. But even if you don't tell people you got the headache, you need to tell people you're stressed so you can deal with it. Maybe you need to tell people that maybe the underlying cause of your stress. Maybe you need to tell people so they can help you fix whatever the underlying cause of your stress is. If it's procrastinating, if it's anything like that, or maybe someone else can help you. But it's best to just like let people know, sort of on a base level, sort of like, I'm stressed, I bet you are too, maybe we can help each other out kind of deal. Another thing that happens when you're stressed, you may find that you have high tension levels, or sort of whenever you're talking to people, when you're talking to your parents maybe, you may get into arguments easier talking to your friends. You may not get along as well, and you may not think it's you, and it may not be. I'm not saying that it is, but if you're stressed and that's the reason that this is happening, well, then you got to find a way to get rid of your stress. So your high tension levels, that's also an underlying thing that comes out of stress. You know that 34% of people report that because of stress that they're feeling sad or even depressed, that's come out of stress for them. That's 34% report that. Now, if you take that and you would think, would you report that because of stress that you're sad or depressed at all? Now, if that's the case and you're just like not saying anything, then you would understand that that 34% is minuscule compared to the actual numbers that are out there. That's crazy. But it's true. There's through this, like, you may be sad, and then it turns into depression. It's terrible. And then even from then, it can go on because of stress to possibly even, attempting to commit suicide or something. People don't really want to touch that, but, I'm going to touch it. That it does come out of it. And even, like, if it's because of stress, that's a major issue. If it's not because of stress, it's also a major issue. And, if anyone out there is in that boat at all, I want you to know that people are definitely here for you if you want them to be here for you. And they're right there. All you have to do is be like, hey, this is what's up. And they'll be like, hey, I would love to help you. Now, if you're in Central Illinois, I know one place that can definitely help you. It's called PATH. It's an acronym, PATH. And it's the PATH Crisis Center. They've got a hotline if you really need to talk to someone now, or you can just like call the office. You can set up an appointment, something like that. That's for Central Illinois, but there are tons of these places. They're all called all different things. So easy to look up all around the United States. There's even a United States hotline. It's really, really easy to find. All you have to do is go and just like type it into Google. I've told you a bit about what we've actually what stress is and some like causes of it. I've told you about what can come from it and what actually what can happen because of stress. And now I'm just going to tell you really quickly a couple things you can do, maybe help you out. I've mentioned a few along the way, but I'd like to mention a couple more. First one is you could possibly write in a journal. If I know most guys don't want to do that. Some girls, you might be totally cool with that. It can totally help you out. And that's completely confidential to you. That's awesome. No one else has to really know. If you really, 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 really don't feel like telling anyone, there's your out. Other people, you may, or even the same people, you can play some sports. You can, maybe go take some dancing classes. You can go have some fun like that, and that can be a reliever for stress as well. You could practice your time management skills. You can practice management skills of multiple kinds that you can, sort of like I said with procrastinating, you're still watching this video, and if you still have stuff to do, yeah, go. One of the best ways to deal with stress in the end is just sort of talking it out, whether that's with a friend, with some sort of third party who can give you sound advice without actually having to be part of it. That can help you out. You can also, talking to your family is great. And I totally advise getting good relationships with your family and your friends and everything. But if you need that outside source, go for it. And then, this whole talking it out thing and whatnot may be good for some people. Writing a journal, good for some people. Meditating, good for some people. But, like I said, there's also that, go out and play a sport just for fun. I'm not saying go join a team, go join a club, go join an intramural league, but just like taking that time to relieve stress is great. Don't try and injure anyone by any means, please. Alright, well, I want to say thanks for watching, and if there's anything that you need to say, anything that I could have said, please put it down there, and if need be, I will make a second video. If you need help with anything, put it down there. I'll help you out. If you need to contact like this, I'll get it for you. Okay, I will help you with your stress. It makes me a little bit more stressed, but I will help you because I'm willing to get rid of your stress.